right, here we go, guys. Crypto Charts Joe with another crypto update. Today we're looking at DGB and THETA, maybe even THETA Fuel. We'll take a look. And a lot of people are asking, why can't we get a breakout? What's going on here? We had a big, beautiful bullish engulfing candle here. And then, of course, as you can see, it was all sold off. And then if we go to the weekly chart, and let me take all that off. What we needed to do, quite honestly, is get a close on the weekly above this high pivot. And that pivot is, just basically two opposite colors, green, red at the top, and then price does a 180 and pulls to the downside. Then as you can see down here, we have a pivot, red, green, pivot to the upside. And we really need to get a close Sunday. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, at this point. But, at the same time, we have, 5 days to go, so anything can happen. But we really would be nice to get a close up and over the 20, number one. And then this little high pivot where you see the green, red, and then, obviously the pivot to the downside. And if so, if we could get that, really would be awesome, is a close, let's say around 8 cents. Then boom, we're going to back to all-time highs, okay? That's, the way I see it here with any type of strong alt season coming on. And then another thing to look for, watch out for, is that when the 20, the red line, is near or close to the 200, and it could get a little closer here. I would hope if we, start putting in some green candles towards the end of the week, we could push that up. And actually, I'm going to drop this resistance line down here. See that sideways consolidation was kind of a wall of resistance. We couldn't get over the 200 basically. So we came down, then we were talking about those pivots, and here we go, red, green, pivot to the upside, of 180 change in price. Consolidation above the 200, great, perfect. That's what we needed to do. But, we had, some profit taken here, slammed us down, came back, retested this low pivot, as you can see, consolidating on it, had a nice breakout, just couldn't hold it. And, so, here we are. And when the 200, back to the 200 and the 20, when they come together, I'd like for them to be a little bit closer, but, this will work too. 100% of the time, they will separate, okay? And hopefully price will, push to the upside and break out. And if so, then the 20 will cross up and over the 200, and it'll make a big spread away from the 200, okay? So you'll get, across, following price, and it'll just, take off as the 200 is slowly coming up. Now, obviously, the opposite of that is true as well. As you can see here, they came together, and then price, got slammed, as well as the rest of the crypto market. So, nothing against DGB, and the 20, chased it down to the downside. So we're in a kind of a critical spot here yet again. So maybe we can get that breakout to the upside. Now, one positive part is that before we get to THETA, Bitcoin dominance. This is the percentage of market cap that's in Bitcoin. We are in a consolidation zone here, and something about consolidation zones, when you're in there 100% of the time, they're going to break out to the upside, or as we did here with Bitcoin, they're going to break to the downside, meaning money started flooding out of Bitcoin and going where? Yeah, you guessed it, into the altcoins. And as you can see here, we're getting a little pump today on the altcoins, but still this little pivot, see, very important, green, even though that was just a pause candle with a row of previous red candles, still made a pivot here, and then the rest is history. But we tried to get up and over that resistance zone a number of times already. So we'll see if we can get a close there on the next day or two. That'd be very beneficial, and show that, new money, stronger money, possibly even bigger money is coming in to the altcoins. Okay, kind of a indicator backing up price action. Now theta, same deal. The 20 and the 200 pretty close together, and as you can see, the 20 is beginning to kind of flatten out to curve down, and we don't want that to happen. We need to at all costs hold this low pivot area here where the blue dash line is right now. That's our we have this long-term down trend line that we've already hit twice, but we really don't want to test it again because it's into our sideways consolidation zone over here. And really I need to make that a little smaller because it's kind of an inside bar trading area here. As you can see, this first green candle, all these traded inside of it. Then we finally got a breakout and a close above it. So that's called an inside bar, sideways consolidation. And I just, it was really obviously right in here until we broke out. And that, the Bitcoin dominance, the shaded area that I showed you after consolidation, it broke down. Well, theta here, sideways consolidation, it broke up. And we just brought this over here just to show that if we come down in this area, we should hold price in here, accumulation zone for a little while anyway, okay? And price is only going to go where support is. If the funds are coming in, the market is saying, yeah, we want to buy in there, because the market's just like Mother Nature. The market's 100% right, no matter if it's up, down, or even against your trade. And as we're looking at this, I might bring this resistance line down right here to this little pivot area. And we're kind of really stuck there over the last few days anyway, between the 20 as resistance. We can't seem to, once we get over it, stay over it. And right now, kind of an inside bar yet again, this big bearish engulfing candle. All these candles have traded inside of it and closed inside. Yeah, we got a couple of wicks below it, above it, whatever, but everything's inside. And we'll take that for now. I would rather be inside here than, breaking support, falling into this sideways consolidation zone, even though that should help us. But, obviously we're going the wrong way as, compared to the market. And a lot of the altcoins are really taking off. DOT 21%, even XLM 6%, XRP 9%, VeChain 8%, Algo 11%, and even Solano's up 4%, even though we hit 120. Matter of fact, I might even hit that. What the heck? Okay, so see this topping tail here. Well, let me close all this off because this is for our Patreon members. But anyway, this topping tail, the bigger it is, the higher probability, higher odds we're going to get a pullback in here. Also, you want to buy in around the 20 and start scaling out or taking profits away from the 20, okay? Because again, 100% of the time, price never gets too far from the 20 before it starts going sideways or sideways and down, okay? And it will hit the 20 at some point in time. So depending on the profit taking today, we'll see what happens. And then kind of a little hint here, tomorrow if Solana, let's say it just closes where it is today, and tomorrow it cannot take out today's high, okay? It goes just to right here, and or even better, if we get another topping tail here, meaning we go up and then actually at the end of the day we put in a close down, close to where we are now or below. That's horrible, but you kind of get what I'm saying. And if that topping tail is smaller than this one, or under it rather, then that gives another hint, indication we could be going lower, okay? Now some of these topping tails, see, this is high, higher, high, higher, high, okay? That was the opposite. If these had gone in like this, like high, and then that one came in right here, and then this candle here, instead of being up there, it came in right there. See, high, lower high, lower high. Let me click that all off. Instead of having this consolidation up there, we would have rolled over probably in the lower, maybe even hit the 20. Okay, so all right, this is getting a little long. I appreciate you guys hanging in there as always. Thank you so much, and for the follows and stuff, and we will see you on the charts.